Everybody, it's your boy D from DNC Digital. Hope all is well. I missed you guys. I hope everybody's good. Like I always say, we are on the mode. We're in the mode. We're in beast mode. That's what we are. Like how I saved that. We are on the road to Mission Pro Wrestling Empty Promises. My man Ryan is in. Evan Murray, what's going on, Evan? How you doing, bro? What's up, Ryan? Evan Murray, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for your support. Ryan, thank you as always for your support. Let me just fix the stash. I'm gonna butcher this. Hey, hello. Ryujin? Am I pronouncing that correctly? I hope I am. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ryujin, no. That's what I got so far. Let me just set all this stuff up. There you go. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. Hey, wait a second. I know who you are. Thanks a lot for coming in. Hey, Ryan, that's what's up, buddy. I'm excited to see you, man. So, just before we get started, I just want to shout out Texas Wrestling Review for the shirt. Texas Wrestling is on fire. I am a proud sponsor of Texas Wrestling Review Within the Ropes. It's a podcast. A few episodes are coming up, so make sure you guys look them up. Heading AWR this weekend. Awesome. CZ Rocker, 1968. I'm sorry, I mispronounced all of that. But, hey, Big, what's up, buddy? Hey, Big, man, one of your friends just really didn't like me the other day. Mission Pro Wrestling, 20th of March. That's right. So, Mission Pro Wrestling Empty Promises going down March 20th in Buda. It's going down. Pinball's Kingdom in Buda, Texas. Streaming live on the Title Match Network. Hey, Big man, your guy came after me. He was so angry that I compared Selena. I was talking about the fandom, and I was talking about how she resonates with people. I say that Selena can be compared to Biggie and Pac because growing up in Jersey, Big was a big deal, and you play any one of his songs over there, it's the same reaction that people give when Selena's played out here in Texas. So yeah. Oh, he loves Aleyah a lot. Is that what happened? Man, he was really like coming after me. But today we are going to be talking about Mission Pro Wrestling with the awesomely awesome Aleyah Mia Sweets. Living
There
the
we
sweet
go.
life. What's going on?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for giving me some of your time to talk about Mission Pro Wrestling. Got a cool, awesome card coming up. My man Anakin is on the chat right now. By the way, anybody that wants to ask any questions, sometimes I miss them in the chat, so do me a favor, hit that question mark on the bottom and input your question, and I'll be more than happy to relay it. So, Aleyah, what's going on? Living the sweet life, as you always say. But you
Yes.
debuted a couple months ago at Mission Pro Wrestling, and now you are back. First off, I want to ask you about your first experience. How did that go for you?
So my first experience it went well, but it was a little it was a little tricky because I went into the momentum of I was gonna be in a tag match with Jenna Lynn, and then like the day before I found out. And it's kind of funny because she comes up to me at the show like, "Hey, we're gonna be tag partners," and I was like, "Oh, have they not told you? Like we're gonna be facing each other tonight." So it was a little bit tricky there, but we managed, and she brought a little bit of fire out of me. I think I brought a little bit of fire out of her, but overall the experience was cool.
It was a really cool. It was a really cool match that you guys did, and an awesome formula that seems to always work. But can you talk about that for a second? You get to the show and you're prepared for a certain type of match, but everything
Yeah.
switches on you. How much thinking on your feet does is involved in the sport of professional wrestling?
Yeah, so, originally I was thinking coming into missions, I figured I'd probably be in a singles match, and then I found out I was going to be in a tag match. So I was like, okay, cool. Here I am searching up all these things on Jenna and trying to figure out with her style how it can complement like my confection style. And then so part of studying her kind of helped me out because
Hmm.
I was like, oh, we could do these moves together. But then instead of thinking of doing it together, I have to switch my thinking into, okay, I've watched her wrestle. What are moves that I could use, like against her. Just like her karate style and whatnot. And in the match, she did caught me off guard with her karate style. But there was some things I was trying to think ahead of. She was just a little bit quicker than me.
Right.
But yeah, you gotta always be ready for those kinds of things and on your toes.
Definitely. So you trained at East Bay Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Um, Now everybody always has that dream. Like me, I actually ended up training for about a year or a year and a half. And there were a lot of like surprises to me because you learn how to bump, you learn a couple, but then sometimes it's like you need to like there's no preparation for that kind of training. So
Yeah.
what was one of the more surprising things for you during training to become a professional wrestler?
That's a great question. I specifically can't think of like a move. Um, Maybe like springing and jumping. I
Okay.
guess for some reason in my mind I could just jump higher, but apparently I couldn't. So yeah, so actually leapfrogs were a little bit tougher for me, um, just because of like jumping. So I had to get like my spring and jumping up higher. That was a little difficult. Um, I came into East Bay with my cardio up already, just
Hmm.
because I came into East Bay by doing a tryout. So I was like, I want to win this. I need to have my cardio up. So like the cardio was fine. I had the mental stability to be like, this is gonna hurt. Moves are gonna hurt.
Okay.
Running ropes are gonna hurt. But yeah, springing and jumping, I really had to get better at that.
I remember we had to do up and overs, but
Mm,
I mean we had to do the chest on the top turnbuckle and end up
yeah.
on the apron and then jump
Okay.
back in, do like a forward roll and then some other move. I was dead. Like the third one, I was just done. I was like, and then they're like, "You think you're ready now for a match?" And I'm like, "No,
No.
I'm gonna tuck my tail between my legs like a man and say, no, I am not ready for this because it is a lot of cardio and a lot of endurance and a lot of people just kind of look at the sport of pro wrestling like, hey, I can do that, you know." I got a
Yeah.
question here from one of our biggest supporters, Ryan Romano. What is the easiest things you were able to pick up when you first started your wrestling training?
Ooh. I feel like bumping came easy because I did taekwondo, so we learned how to fall, and I was able to, trust myself that I could fall. So bumping was pretty easy. I feel like head scissors came up really easy for me. I don't remember like struggling with doing like head scissors and ranas. Um, so yeah, some of the kind of like high flying crossbody stuff I feel like came more easier. It
Mhm.
wasn't too much of a struggle for me. It's more like powerlifting is kind of harder, like
Oh,
sidewalk
right, yeah, of
slams and
course, yeah.
whatnot. Because I'm so used to like taking those moves. So when I'm doing it, I'm like, whoa, this is kind of weird, you know?
Um, so now I want to talk about your home state of California.
Yeah.
One thing if anybody knows me, one thing I always want to talk about is food. So in your particular area in California, what city do you live in, by the way?
I prefer not to say what city
Right.
because I don't want
Okay, but
anybody finding me. But
northern, southern.
uh, Bay Area,
Okay.
Solano. I grew up
All
in the
right.
Bay Area.
So in your particular area, if I were to visit, where would you need me to go eat so I can get the real food experience of your area?
For sure. I don't feel like there's any specific restaurants because in the Bay Area, they're just top notch when it comes to Mexican food. Like Mexican food is up to par. It's so great. So like pretty much anywhere in like Richmond, Oakland, even San Pablo, Pinole, all those places, even San Francisco, they all have just like amazing Mexican food. And yeah, we
What's
just
your
have
favorite
great Mexican
Mexican what's your favorite Mexican food to order?
food. Ooh, I really love enchiladas and tamales, and
Nice.
then classic cheese quesadillas.
No, nothing else inside the just classic cheese quesadilla?
I mean, I could throw in some chicken in there, but I like my cheese quesadillas.
Nice. So one thing in researching you, I saw that you also have a YouTube channel, which is a cool thing for me because that's where all my stuff goes. That's my central hub. I do interviews and I just post them on YouTube. So before you started, can you go back and think about the first YouTube video that really, gravitated you toward YouTube and wanting to start making your own videos?
Yeah, let's see, first video. I can't say like a first video, but I kind of talked about this on a different podcast. Just seeing that there was communities on topics that I liked, such as like wrestling and whatnot, or at the time I was much younger, American Girl dolls. I was like, whoa, like there's so many people that like record their experiences and things that they make and DIY this or homemade that. So I remember just wanting to be a part of that, and I would pretend to like make YouTube videos, but they never went on the internet until like a couple years later. So I had like my mom's phone or camera, and I'd pretend like, oh, this is my action figures, and this is my American Girl doll, or this is my merchandise, you know? Um, and yeah, just seeing communities like that, I was like, oh, I want to be a part of that, and I want to share my love of these passions and these hobbies and all those kinds of things. So I started a YouTube channel back when I was 12, and I've had one ever since.
Nice. So I got a couple comments in here. A hero behind the scenes, Miss Melanie, TCBTX Photography,
Yes.
says seafood is killer in the Bay Area. Can you confirm that?
I I don't like seafood.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, I
Really?
can't confirm because I don't eat it.
That's okay. That's your preference. What are we gonna do about it? J3
Yeah.
Custom said that he's questioning Bay Area Mexican food. Is it better than Tex-Mex? I don't think so, he says.
I don't I see that's the thing. I'm coming back into Texas for the 20th, so we definitely want to try out some Mexican food out in Texas and see
Have
how
you
it
tried
is.
have you tried Whataburger yet?
I did. I did try
Okay.
Whataburger.
So now between In-N-Out and Whataburger, what are you choosing?
Okay, look.
Oh my God, you're about to break some
They're
hearts.
not even the same fast food. Like their styles are totally different, you know? Me being from California, In-N-Out is just a go-to. I love In-N-Out. Um, I think when it comes to Whataburger, it's good. The only thing is I was expecting like this amazing, mind-blowing
Well,
experience, and I was like,
it is.
no,
Melanie,
like
you're also
it's
choosing
good.
In-N-Out.
Hold
Melanie is
on,
also
hold
choosing
on.
In-N-Out.
It's
Oh,
good. Look, see, this is all supposed to be in my vlog. I'm spoiling stuff for you guys. You guys are getting the scoop. I
nice.
ate it. I had like a spicy chicken burger, and I was like, yeah, this is good, but this is not like super hyped up to what it's supposed to be. Like, sure, I like it. I'm excited to eat it again, but I don't know. It's hard to compare both of them.
I,
Naturally, I
I
just
can
love
I
In
can
and Out.
I can agree with you on the spicy chicken sandwich. I would say that the next time you come, get yourself like a patty melt or
Okay.
a sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Okay.
Those are killer. Those are nuts. Those are crazy. I have yet to partake in any in and outs, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just being honest right now. Um, so let's move on. There's another cool fact about you is that you do some songwriting, and you're a music nerd just like I am. And I love music. It's a big part of my life. Um, what kind of release do you have? What kind of fulfillment do you have while you're writing a song? And what kind of genre of music do you really dive into?
Okay, so when it comes to songwriting, I don't really feel like I have like a certain genre.
Okay.
I listen to all kinds of genres from like classical to like rap to, pop and a little bit of rock, just a little bit of everything. Um, but like when it comes to fulfillment to songwriting, I think it's just being able to express myself and yeah, because it's hard to put words into words. So when I'm writing, I feel like I can put all these emotions into words and make it creative, in a way that I wouldn't be able to normally explain. So just being able to like take all my thoughts and whatever's on my heart and being able to just write it out, that's the fulfilling part for me. And then to hopefully one day put it into music or to record it, that would be amazing. But right now, just like the therapy of writing out my thoughts is the fulfilling part for me.
That was actually the next question is how therapeutic is it to write words that you probably can't communicate in a conversation and then you do it in a song. Do you find yourself doing that a lot more than just, maybe basic songwriting? More like a journal style, songwriting?
Um, yeah, I think when I was younger, like my early teenage years, it was really there for me. Just because sometimes it would just seem like journaling, like I'm just writing down my thoughts, and other times it would seem like an actual song. Um, I haven't been songwriting lately, unfortunately, just because I get kind of caught up and busy within stuff. But even sometimes I'll like record a memo on my phone just to kind of like explain some stuff going on and then be like, maybe I could write about this later. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that answered your
No,
question
no,
or
no.
not.
Yeah, I totally understand what you mean. When you talk about, doing the memo, sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I'll
Mm,
come up with like the best lyrics
yeah,
ever. And I
yeah,
can't bring myself to get up and just write them down somewhere. Um,
yup,
the same thing the other night. The other night I laid down and I had this melody in my head and I told myself, record it somewhere, but I didn't get up. But I that
yeah,
happens to me a lot. But there are there are these really cool moments where it's like it's all just flowing out and you get
yeah,
it down on paper and you're just so excited. Like for people don't know this at all, but I am working with an artist where I'm writing the song because I'm no singer. I told the guy
yeah, I feel it.
I was like these are the lyrics, this is how I hear it in my head and he
Mm-hmm.
just performs it. But
Yeah,
hopefully within the year it'll be out. But at the same time, I just had this. It was just all coming out, and I was just writing it down and writing it down. Do you ever have moments like that?
yeah, definitely. Sometimes I feel like I'm kind of forcing myself to try to come up with
Yeah,
something, and other times it's just all coming out and just flowing so easily, and it's kind of crazy. And you kind of just sit back and almost go, "Whoa! I didn't even realize I had all these emotions and thoughts. I didn't even realize this was what's going on with me." And you're kind of like, "Wow! I'm glad I got to spill that out somewhere." So yeah, sometimes it just comes natural. It just comes out on the page, and then other times it's kind of like, eh. You're like trying to bring it out, and you still have a little bit of a hard time.
so you spoke about doing YouTube as a young girl, like 12, 13 years old. So
Mm-hmm.
I came across, hey, what's going on, my brothers here? I came across a video, well, a few videos actually. You were opening a gift set, and then you were also reacting to certain. Well, I just want to know who is Maddie B?
Oh, okay. So Maddie V. Maddie V is well no longer a kid rapper. He actually turned 18 this year, which is kind of crazy because I've been following his career since he was like 8 or 9. So he started YouTube when he was about 6 years old in May of 2010.
Okay.
And he just became like a really big inspiration for me as a kid. And I've gone to a couple of his concerts. I've met him and his cousin, who is also his manager. Super nice people. And they've just reached out to me and they DM'd me and just encouraged me while like I was growing up, and their lyrics really helped me. So he still does music. He's 18 years old now, but like it's all clean rap, all positive and bringing awareness to things like that. So he's really cool.
That's really cool. My brother is a big fan of your eyebrows, he says.
Thanks.
He's always appreciating the eyebrow. And he also says that you remind him of Amy Winehouse.
Oh, look at that. I'll take it.
Ryan Romano, my niece also used to like Maddie V. Awesome.
Yes.
Hey, so I also saw a tweet, and I need you to confirm this, because if this is true, I need to look this man up. You said you saw a TikTok of your grandfather cooking?
Yes. Yes.
Your grandfather is on TikTok?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta look this guy up. Can we plug him? Can we just?
Yeah. So
What's his TikTok?
his TikTok is me so hungry. So I believe it's I think it's miso, like MISO underscore me underscore hungry, I think.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I could look it up, but I don't know if I could look it up on my laptop. Also, you can look him up by Cooking with Kaz. So it's COOKING, and then Kaz is KAZ. But yeah, he's awesome.
He has two
He's
TikTok
actually going to come
accounts?
out to the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So he has two TikToks, or was that a TikTok and an Instagram or something?
No, that's his TikTok. I just
Okay.
don't remember which one's the actual username and then which one's the like customized.
Oh, okay, I got it.
You know.
Okay, so
But you should be able to find it.
Your grandfather's coming out to the show.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Awesome. So now to talk about the show, March 20th, it's going down in just less than 2 weeks already. How excited are you to come back to Mission Pro?
Oh, I'm super excited. The first time I wasn't all sure what to expect, but everybody was pretty welcoming. And just from the vibes that I caught from that, I was really excited to come back, but I wasn't sure if I was coming back or not.
Right.
So to know that I am, I'm just super excited. And plus, like, my trainer Rick Luxury is gonna be there. Mighty Myra is gonna be there. She's one of the girls that trains with us, so she's gonna be refereeing. So yeah, it's gonna be cool having some of my peeps come down with me for the show.
That's awesome. I can't wait to meet them, and because I feel like you've probably already seen the community that we have in Mission Pro. I mean, I'm honored enough to just be a sponsor and have my name attached to such a great company. But when we all get there, it's like we're like, hey, like we're so happy to see each other, and hugs everywhere, and socially distant hugs, of course. But we're always so happy to see each other, and everybody's so supportive of each other's ambitions and aspirations, and it's so cool to see that. That being said, what do you think Mission Pro Wrestling can do for women in the future of pro wrestling?
As in like what we're building now, what it's gonna be like. Okay, yeah. First of all, I think just the fact of having an all-women's promotion is a big deal. We've had a couple of those out there, and I think the more that we have, the more it will encourage women that are any age to start wrestling. Some girls or some women start off as an adult already, and then some girls aspire to be a wrestler, and I was one of those. And I think a really big deal is showing that they can do it. Because when I was younger, I grew up in the Divas era, and it was kind of like a fearful thing. Like, if I wanted to be a wrestler, would I be an actual wrestler? And with missions, I think we're showing everybody that, yes, you can be an actual wrestler, and you can do it on any scale you want. You could do it indies, you could do it televised, you can just come and be a fan. Like, there's all these possibilities, you know? So yeah, I just think it's great for other people to see. And then all the men who have encouraged it too is awesome. My friend Marco, who's also coming down, he is so excited. He's like, I'm so happy for the women and for you and what Missions is doing. So just the buzz around it just shows you like it's gonna be something big and it's already special.
Um, Speaking as a performer from that perspective, because I would never be able to give that opinion. But
Hmm.
I went with my camera guy the last time, and we were, doing the interviews and getting all the stuff done. But he admired how the crowd was so respectful and
Hmm.
for the action itself. And he told me, he goes, the crowd made those ladies work for those chants. It
Oh
wasn't just
yeah.
like it wasn't like, hey, this is wrestling, this is awesome, good job. He goes, even if it's not a gimmick, the whole all women thing. These are all
No.
athletes. These are all very, very talented women. And anybody
Yeah.
watching who has not watched it, please, please, Title Match Network, um, Buddha Texas, Pinball's Kingdom. But as a performer, what did you feel from the crowd, and what kind of dynamic did you feel while you were in the ring?
Right. So again, back to how you're saying it's like we really work for the chants in the crowd. It's true. I remember a couple of matches before mine. I was kind of just hearing the crowd, and there's part of me like, come on, guys, like be a little bit more cheerful. But you could really hear how these women were working for that crowd reaction and how it was genuine. Because when they like something, they popped. And when
Yep.
they didn't like something, they were just respectful and they're like, okay, like it is what it is. But then it's just the momentum of the match, and then they started getting louder and louder. It was great because again, it's like it wasn't. You go to some indie shows and they're kind of like trained to be like, oh, this is when we clap, this is when we boo, all of that kind of jazz. So it was really cool to just see how there's like legit wrestling fans that are gonna show their appreciation, genuinely.
Um, I can attest to that because I was there. I was fortunate enough to be there when Rosa Negra won the Mission Pro Wrestling
Yes.
Championship, and also the same show where Baby D had a retirement match.
Yep.
Um, when Baby D won her match, and we were all just gathered around the ring, like just pounding on the ring, and like that was just a moment, and
Yeah.
everybody was a part of that moment. And when Rosa Negra won, she got emotional, and that in turn made me emotional because if I see somebody cry, it's gonna start happening.
Right.
But you can just tell like how hard these women work,
Yes.
and it's just something so cool to see. It's something cool to show my kid because if I show my daughter like I don't know, Nicki Minaj or like all that other crap. Like I'm
Right.
I'm I'm happy that she can look at these women and just be like, wow, like they're kicking ass and they're doing it without
Yeah.
having to show anything. Um, but definitely, it's gonna be an awesome night. You're gonna be facing Raven, and I
Yeah.
wish you the best of luck. Where can everybody find you on social media and your YouTube, by the way?
My YouTube is Mia Garcia, just like my username, spelt the same, but without the 25. You might have to end up putting in Mia Garcia the wrestler, because sometimes Mia Garcia pops up a bunch of different channels. So you could put in Aleyah Mia or Aleyah Mia Sweets, and my channel will pop up. My Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok are all Mia Garcia underscore 25, like it is on this platform. And
Cool.
then my Twitter is just Mia Garcia 25.
Awesome. Miss Aleyah Mia Sweets, thank you so much for all your
Of
time.
course.
What kind of candy are you bringing, by the way?
Oh, peppermints, of course. I
All
gotta bring my
peppermints? Always, always
peppermints.
peppermints?
Only
Um,
peppermints. Last time I brought candy canes because it was December, but yeah, peppermints.
if you're not following Aleyah Mia Sweets, her name is right there. Click on it and follow
Go
her.
do
If
it.
you're following her and not me, please hit me up and
Do
follow
it.
me. This is going to be on YouTube, so please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I am D. proud sponsor of Mission Pro Wrestling. Empty Promises going down March 20th, Buda, Texas, at Pinball's Kingdom. Even though our great fearless leader, Governor Abbott, has decided to get rid of the mask mandates, we will still enforce masks at the show, social distancing. Temperatures will be taken at the door because we do want to make sure that everybody is safe and healthy before and after the show. Again, if you are not going, Title Match Network. Title Match Network,
Yes.
start your membership, and you will be able to watch the show, which is just going to be awesome. They just keep getting better and better every damn month. Again, Aleyah Mia Sweets, I thank you so much. Everybody, take
Thank
care of yourselves
you.
and have a good night.